Hey there, Magic One. Just before we get into your tarot reading, I wanted to jump in super quick, I promise, just with a few announcements for you. Should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself, you can do so at any time by either clicking the link to my website down below or visiting wildlotustarot.com. I do have a new little offering which I think is kind of cute. It's actually the most affordable way to get guidance from me, and in that reading I draw you a single tarot card from the beautiful Star Child Tarot and write you a handwritten letter about my interpretation of that card for you, and I post it to your letterbox. You can now show your support by becoming a member of my channel. If you head to my channel page and click the join button, there's a video there where I describe in detail what I'm offering for my two different levels of membership. Don't forget, the doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. You can sign up at any time and receive lifetime access to all of the learning materials, videos, online learning modules, practices, and in that course I am teaching my signature process to learn how to read tarot, not just from the head but from the heart, and go beyond the traditional card meanings, and how to put it all together and thread it into a story as well. So that's available at any time. I'll also link that down below for you. You can find me on Instagram if you'd like to stay connected and hear a little bit more about me. You can find the link down below, or you can find me at wild_lotus_tarot. I would love to have you over there with me as well. Till next time, sending you so much love and magic. Let's get on with your reading. Aries, welcome to your tarot reading for July 11th to the 17th. Let's see what may be on the cards for you. I've got the 9-card block here, Aries. 3 cards for the recent past, 3 for the focus energy, 3 for the future outcome, selection of oracles, a lead tarot energy, and I have turned over the bottom of the deck for you. So here we go, Aries. We have got 2 tens and the world. We are really in the realm of endings here, of completing a cycle, but the world is a victory card because it's about closing doors that really needed to close. So you might be moving through somewhat of a final judgment at the moment in a life area, but that is necessary to get to this liberation, to get to this 10 of Cups. It feels like this is a milestone along the way. So we'll get to that. Let's start with the oracles. I've got Soul on Fire. So this really feels like a time to take action, to step into your fire energy. It's not a time to be in any kind of complacency or going with the flow. This is about active energy. I've got the good kind, okay? It's time for you to move towards the good kind of people, good kind of opportunities. It may mean sometimes that there, needs to be pushback. I've got some kind of like pushback energies here, but that is the good kind of pushback if it's getting you ahead in your life. Now, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon and Taurus. I've got the King of Pentacles here, which is also a Taurus energy. So Aries, you might be trying to forge ahead in some kind of direction here. I mean, we do have 2 cards of Pentacles, which is around work and money and resources, and sometimes, physical home and things like that. You've got some big dreams here, but it feels like there has been some element of maybe derailing, or with the 5 of Swords here, there's some kind of conflict around this, some kind of energies that could be a block. So it's time to put that practical plan in place. Make that plan for where you want to go. What is the circumstances that would set your soul on fire? And then step backwards. What do you need to do? What can you do today to help yourself move towards that? So the 9 of Wands here is a lead tarot energy, and this can be an energy of being very, very close to some level of achievement. It's very close to the 10 of Wands, which sits in the center of your reading. And this is the release of some kind of burden or weight or stress or conflict with the 5 of Swords here. So I feel that you have been in a situation, Aries, that has caused you some sense of struggle. The 9 of Wands can be the struggle of, I just can't quite complete this. I just can't quite make this happen. I'm carrying all the work here. I feel like I need to protect myself, defend myself. That's what's coming to an end, okay? You've been in that situation for long enough and it's time for change. Now, the change that you may need to integrate here, Aries, with the Page of Swords, I feel is going in a different direction. So it might be that you have a certain amount invested in a direction, but it feels like we need to turn that around. We need to go a new way. We need to implement a new change. Now, this could be, as I mentioned before, in work career with the Eight of Pentacles. This card is coming up so much at the moment. You know, and it could be that with the Knight of Swords here going this way, that you haven't been able to make the progress that you'd hoped for, okay? You want to be the King of Pentacles, Aries. You know, somebody who is abundant, somebody who's the boss, somebody who's the leader, somebody who has those, you know, more than their base needs met, somebody who has luxury and opulence. And, you know, the King of Pentacles is at the top of the suit of money, resources, stability, security. So I feel that that's the area that this reading is about for you. And you have been working your butt off, but the progress hasn't been quite right, okay? And it feels like you need to go in a new direction and make a new practical plan for, you know, for what you're wanting to make happen here. Now, the King of Pentacles could be the company that you're working for or somebody who's a leader in your organization. It's Taurus energy. I have Gemini energy with the Knight of Swords. I have Virgo with the Hermit, and I have Aquarian energy with the King of Swords. So they could be somebody who's actually unreasonable with the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords energy. It can be cutting energy or a harsh energy as well. So that would be another reason why you would want to move away from this person. They might be blocking your success in some way or overworking you. The Five of Swords, Aries, is often that there's no real winners here, or that you can win or be successful, but it's at what cost, okay? That cost can be your energy. Ten of Wands can be burnout. It can be I'm carrying all the weight, all the load, and I just can't keep doing this. So I feel that's why I have the strong urge to say a new direction is required, Aries. Now, with the Hermit here, you may feel a little bit lost as to what direction to go in. The Hermit asks you to reflect deeply, to move into a time of introspection, to seek your inner counsel, to consult your intuition about the star energy. What is the next step on my divine plan? Like the star is about guidance towards your divine plan, not necessarily the plan that you thought you were following or you made for yourself. It says your dreams need a practical plan, but they also have a divine plan behind them. So I think that you're kind of getting redirected here to your divine path. And the Hermit says the more you seek and go inwards and trust your intuition, that first stepping stone on the way, Aries, is going to be revealed for you. You may need to complete this cycle first. You may need to say, hey, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm not carrying the weight of the team anymore. You know, I'm needing to go my own way. The Hermit and the World are both cards of travel. There could be relocation, or it might be that you're just needing to take a solo journey and break away from the situation, break away from these people. The King of Swords, Aquarian energy, is about take a step back, Aries. Zoom out and see the big picture here, okay? Let the hindsight be your foresight, i.e., you know, look at where you've come from, what has played out in this situation, because you will generally keep getting more of the same unless there is some, you know, profound work of transformation and change here. So if you're wanting a different result, if your dreams are not being realized, then there needs to be intervention. Then there needs to be you stepping into your own king energy, okay? This energy of leadership of my life, of authority, of power. I have the power to transform my reality. Again, this is a nod to the Aquarian energy of which the star is, which we just talked about. This is about, you know, understanding that you have unique gifts and talents. And, you know, maybe it's time for you to make some steps to use those and to follow the divine guidance that is around you. The divine guidance is saying, Aries, the world, it is time to close the cycle because there's no more growth here, or in order to get small amounts of growth, you will need to sacrifice yourself, your energy, maybe your health. Carrying 10 wands is not easy. So the world is about letting go and surrendering to the closing of the cycle so you can move through to your next chapter. It is a card of victory because it's like, okay, I have acknowledged that I've been going through the final judgment. I acknowledge that if I stay in the situation and go around for another cycle, I will get a similar result. Therefore, I am intervening, King of Swords, intervening with this sword of power, having maybe a hard conversation, making a hard decision, setting a hard boundary. Because what I desire is the 10 of Cups, my blessed best life, where I feel happy, where I feel satisfied, where I have time for work-life balance, where I have time for my family. And this dream, Aries, needs a practical plan behind it. Let's get another one for that outcome. Oh, it's the Hermit again, but this time it's called Serenity, and the other card that came out with it is the 10 of Cups. Okay, we get it. The Akashic Records at the bottom. This is about destiny, and the way to get to that inner peace, the serenity, and that 10 of Cups reality is to end the cycle, because otherwise it's really just going to escalate and potentially can come to a tower moment. So it's like the universe is giving you a heads up, Aries, and you have the opportunity to intervene and to change the energy so that you can move towards the good kind of outcome where your soul will be on fire, when you're not struggling anymore, where it's not feeling conflicted anymore, where you're not going to have to sacrifice all of your time, effort, and energy, maybe for the benefit of somebody else benefiting off you. King of Pentacles can be somebody else getting the recognition, someone else, getting rich off you, off your investment of work and energy. And even on top of that, they're being cutting to you. So this is a reevaluation week. To look at where your time and energy is going, Aries, and what you're getting in return. But there is another outcome here, but it's going to require you to close this chapter. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonates for those it's meant for. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so it may or may not be for you. But drop me a comment if you are called to share. I read them all and love hearing how the readings are playing out in your life. Hit subscribe, that helps support my channel. And it really is a great energy exchange between us because it does support the channel, and it will let you know when I drop more readings. Wishing you much love and magic for your week ahead, Aries. Do take care. Bye for now.